Hi, and welcome to my workshop. In this video, I'll show you how I repaired the Valley Fuel and Supply by Branchline Trains. This is a video that I had put up years ago, but this will be a redux. What do I mean by that? Well, I put up many build videos over the years, but many of my earlier ones didn't have any narration. And now that I can add that, I've gone back to some of my more popular ones and redone them with added narration. We'll start at the beginning. A friend of mine had bought Valley Fuel and Supply in HO scale, already built at a train show, and this was for his layout. He had it in place on his layout, and while working on some plumbing overhead, a plumber dropped a wrench right onto the structure. He asked if I was able to fix it, and I said sure. So this is what it looked like when he gave it to me. There were a couple missing parts, but mostly it had been smashed. The first thing I started doing was assessing where it needed to go back together and how I could manage to do that. It was mostly just broken wood and glue joints that had been blown apart. So I got together a number of clamps and a variety of glues and started tackling it. I had to strengthen a couple of the walls in order to twist them back into shape without causing more damage. And I had to add some bracing in a few places that were going to be glue blocks in order to hold stuff together once I got them lined up. So by using various clamps, I was able to pull them back into shape and glue them to the glue blocks that I had put in place on the corners. In some cases, it was like piecing together a jigsaw puzzle. One of the other things that I ended up doing was gluing bracing inside to hold split wood together. Some of the other things that I had to do were board up a window where the window itself had gone flying God knows where, and also fix up the dock and the overhang. Parts of it had been broken and twisted. And it also gave me the opportunity to get a corner clamp that I had always wanted to try out. I needed that to hold a couple corners in place while they were drying. One of the last operations I had to do was replace all of the rafters that held the roof over the dock. And he'd also asked me if I could make the shingles darker. So I used a distress crayon and then used some water to smear it around. Now, I can't speak as to the original weathering that was on the structure when he bought it, but for what it looked like when he gave it to me, it ended up coming out pretty good, and it's back on his layout now, and I'd like to thank you for watching.